my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I could have been.
It's week 18 of the 2025 season. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Chargers and the Raiders coming up next.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing here, Trubisky. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
To pick up 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Raiders.
Once more, here's Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle with Eckler. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Keenan Allen. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Spiller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes Reed. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trubisky will throw. Steps away to his... Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kolar. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Oh, it's tough, but he still makes the adjustment. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come up and downfield, but he never did.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. The Raiders at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky, buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 3-yard line.
A handoff. It's Eckler. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. It's Eckler again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Second down and inches. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away from the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
To number 15. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 45-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 35. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy and full, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to go down again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a dump off here complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away.
It's now 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Trubisky. Got his man. It's Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They go play action with Trubisky. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 77 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Point after try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers... After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Counter play with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Mooney. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Trubisky. And Allen's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
17 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once more, here's Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd down, Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the give, this is Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one winner. And he got it. He puts it through, and it's the ultimate